Hey everyone, Lee Pogue here for the week 4 vlog entry. We're doing a review of the article from last week. My article is a review of artificial intelligence systems. It was published in the International Journal of Advanced Research in Computer Science by Mr. K. Saravanan, Mr. S.E. Sridevi, and Dr. V. Subhamati. Like I posted in my video from last week, the sources they wound up citing and the journal itself are kind of questionable, but the content I think is relevant to the artificial intelligence scene based on my own kind of anecdotal knowledge of the industry. In the article, it's a pretty quick article. They give an introduction. They talk about the evolution of artificial intelligence systems. They talk about the different types and how they're applied, and in their conclusion, they give a brief statement of where they think the future of AISs are going. So they they start out basically saying that the robust application of information systems is critical for the growth and survival of businesses, and the leading edge is adding intelligence to those systems to help businesses become more productive, more automated. They'll become faster, and it helps lower costs. Once again, they talk about artificial intelligence as a alternative to natural intelligence or human brains. They give the different stages. They identify 6 stages of the evolution of artificial intelligence systems, or AISs. AISs were started. Development of AISs was started back in the 1950s. They call it the naive solution stage, where they were trying to mimic human intelligence but couldn't quite do it. They moved forward into general method stage, more basic systems, general domains like accounting, math, etc. In the 80s, it moved to expert systems, systems that were developed for specific industries like healthcare, automotive, etc. In the 1990s, you have more integrated systems like IBM's Watson. They're looking for systems that could cross domains, that could solve solve problems across systems and across domains in a way that was relevant to the user. In the 2000s, what you have is more of increased interactivity. You have interactive robots. You have Google offering recommendations. And on an individual level, you started to see more how artificial intelligence and predictive analytics was trying to help the individual be more productive in their use of things like the internet and consumption. And now what you have is natural language interaction is advancing. We have different systems are coming to understand natural voice as you speak into them. Cortana, Siri, Google, they all are getting better at understanding natural, casual language. And large companies are focusing on how artificial intelligence systems can be integrated, can solve those integrated problems, kind of like you see back in the 90s, but for the individual, because we're all very dynamic. We all have different needs. And so it's advancing in that way. Types of systems include robotics, expert systems, natural language processing, language translators. There's game playing, neural computing, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithms. These are all, I'm a sourcing manager for Microsoft. I'm not an artificial intelligence engineer. So some of these concepts I don't have a whole lot of experience with, but we do experience them every day. So we're seeing on an individual level with robotics, you have like Tesla cars. Things that are made for us made for us using robotics. Game playing, I do enjoy a good video game. There are huge advances in artificial intelligence systems with game playing. Fuzzy logic, it seems, is an area where you get kind of a gray area when it comes to predictive analytics. Instead of yes or no, you get somewhere in between a yes and a no, and computers are trying to predict that. So here's a list that they came up with of the different types of AISs. Their final conclusion is based on the current rate of investment from large firms such as Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. We're going to see AIS become much more pervasive at the individual level. They give a quick shout out to the idea that robots will replace humans, and they give a vague statement about how the benefit is likely to outweigh the cost. But they are positive as to what the outcomes and influence of artificial intelligence systems will be for humans in the future. It was an interesting read, a quick read. Were I to spend more time, it's probably not an article that I would rely on heavily as a good source of credibility and information, but it's a good overview, good place to start. Look forward to the next one.